What if I told you that Grand Theft Auto 6 might finally get rid of the one thing that kills immersion the most: loading screens? That is just one of the breakthroughs Rockstar has patented, and it is only the start. In this video, I am going to share 4 technologies that are not just hype but real systems designed to make Grand Theft Auto 6 feel like a living, breathing world. Number 4, smarter NPCs and police that actually think. One of the biggest changes Rockstar is introducing lies in how non-playable characters behave. For decades, open-world games have treated background civilians as filler, moving through the city on pre-programmed routes and reacting in only a handful of predictable ways. That will not be the case this time. According to United States Patent Number 11,684,855, filed back in 2019, Rockstar has created a system that allows civilians, drivers, and even police officers to respond in real time to the world around them. Instead of following fixed paths, the people you see in the streets will consider live inputs such as traffic flow, the time of day, and even past events they have witnessed. If you start a shootout in one neighborhood, pedestrians will not just scatter randomly. They may run for cover in the safest direction or even remember what they saw and act differently the next time they encountered you. Drivers might decide to run red lights, abandon vehicles, or take longer routes to escape trouble, making the city feel like it is thinking on its own. This is not limited to ordinary civilians. Police officers will no longer rely on invisible game logic to track you down. Instead, they will coordinate with other units, set up realistic blockades, and calculate the smartest points of interception. Surveillance from in-game cameras could even give them more information, making each chase unpredictable and more dangerous than anything we have seen in a Grand Theft Auto game before. I have been playing this series since Vice City, and one thing that always bothered me was how robotic crowds and cops felt. If Rockstar truly delivers on this technology, even the act of standing on a sidewalk could feel alive, because the world would respond to you in ways that are unpredictable and exciting. Number 3, animation system that feels human. Movement has always been a tricky part of making video games feel real. In past Grand Theft Auto titles, characters relied on a fixed library of animations that played the same way every single time. If your character was sprinting uphill, dodging through a crowd, or jumping over a fence, it looked identical, no matter the angle or circumstance. That is where Rockstar's new approach completely changes expectations. According to United States Patent Number 11,620,781, the studio has built a system that blends animations dynamically, adjusting them on the fly depending on what is happening in the world around you. Instead of choosing one-can movement, the system looks at context. If a character is carrying heavy gear, they may lean forward and slow down when running uphill. Injuries could change posture or force the player to favor one side, and even reloading a weapon could look different if the character is standing still, walking, or under fire. These are not small cosmetic details. They mean every action can feel unpredictable, natural, and grounded in the situation rather than forced from a pre-written list. Evidence of this system already appeared in leaked development footage that showed trauma kits as part of the inventory. These kits seem designed for restoring health, but the patent makes it possible for injury states to affect how a player moves. For the first time in the series, limping, struggling to climb, or even falling differently could be tied to health status. That depth makes gameplay moments like diving for cover or sprinting down an alley feel alive rather than rehearsed. Red Dead Redemption 2 already impressed me with its fluid animations, but Rockstar looks set to outdo themselves here. This feels like motion capture on steroids, a system that transforms every step or stumble into something that feels human and reactive. Number 2, seamless multiplayer without interruptions. For many players, the most frustrating part of online sessions is the constant stop and start. Grand Theft Auto Online has always been fun, but between loading screens, matchmaking menus, and session switches, the flow of the game often breaks. Rockstar seems determined to solve this problem with a system detailed in United States Patent Number 11,192,032. The technology focuses on removing those interruptions so players can move in and out of multiplayer naturally without ever leaving the world. The idea is simple but powerful. Instead of selecting a lobby and waiting through long transitions, players would already be in the same living city. Other people could join or leave seamlessly, making it feel less like an online mode and more like one continuous environment. Activities could start organically without forcing everyone into menus, keeping the sense of immersion intact. For a game as large as Grand Theft Auto 6, this could make an enormous difference in how connected the world feels. This direction became even clearer when Rockstar acquired CX.re in 2023, the developers of 5M and Redim. These are the most popular community platforms for role-playing in Grand Theft Auto 5 and Red Dead Redemption 2. By bringing that team into the company, Rockstar showed they are not only aware of role-play culture, but are actively investing in it. That means future online systems will likely be more flexible, more supportive of creative play, and better at handling large multiplayer environments. I have spent countless hours in Grand Theft Auto Online, but nothing kills the energy faster than staring at a loading screen. If Grand Theft Auto 6 really delivers seamless multiplayer, it could redefine how online open worlds function and finally make the transition between single-player and multiplayer invisible. That is not just convenient, it could completely change how we experience roleplay and large-scale online sessions. Number 1. Rendering and visual density that feels real. Even the most advanced systems cannot succeed without a world that feels stable and believable, which is why Rockstar has invested heavily in rendering technology. United States patent number 11,534,688 describes a process for real-time rendering that prioritizes assets more intelligently than ever before. Instead of treating every single detail with equal weight, the engine decides what needs to be shown in full fidelity depending on where the player is looking, how busy the scene is, and how much is happening at once. This method allows for incredible levels of detail without sacrificing performance, which is often the biggest challenge in an open-world environment. The difference becomes obvious when studying the Grand Theft Auto 6 trailer. Tiny details that once would have been static or ignored are now active parts of the environment. Raccoons rummage through dumpsters, piles of trash scatter across sidewalks, condensation glistens on bottles, and liquid inside containers shifts naturally as they move. These are not staged cinematic shots. They are in-game visuals made possible because the rendering system can allocate resources with precision, giving full attention to the right objects at the right moment. The purpose here is not only to produce pretty graphics. What Rockstar is really pursuing is believability. When every object behaves in a way that makes sense, the player's brain accepts the illusion of a living world. A trash bag that reacts to impact, a bottle that shows condensation in the sun, or wildlife behaving naturally are all subtle, but together they form the foundation of immersion. This is why the rendering system is so critical. It allows all the other technologies from smarter non-playable characters to seamless multiplayer to operate within a world that looks and feels consistent. Connecting the dots makes the scale clear. Smarter police chases only work if traffic and pedestrians react believably in the same environment. Fluid animations only matter if they blend into a space that supports them visually. Multiplayer only feels seamless if the world does not buckle under the weight of multiple players and endless activity. The rendering patent ties these systems together, ensuring the game never loses the balance between scale and performance. Honestly, this is the part that excites me most. I have seen plenty of games achieve graphical realism, but when reactivity and density are layered on top, something different happens. That is when you forget you are playing a game and begin to experience a world that feels alive. It's clear that Grand Theft Auto 6 is aiming for immersion on a completely different level, from characters to the environment itself. If you had to pick, which feature do you think will surprise players the most when they finally play it? Share your answer in the comments, smash that like button, and subscribe for more deep dives on the future of gaming.